Today's video is kindly sponsored by Rogue Energy. Rogue Energy is the most delicious gaming drink on the market with a wide range of different and unique flavours, all designed to quench your thirst. From green apple to mango pineapple, Rogue Energy will have a flavour for you. Make sure to use our discount code SITH, that's SITH, to get a 10% discount off your next order.
Remember to follow us on Spotify, and of course, if you're viewing on YouTube, subscribe. A very warm welcome back to This Is The Way FM with your host, the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Mr. i.tye. And of always, on my journeys through the podcast, I am not alone. I am joined by a very special guest. Well, he's special in his own way. He's the man. He is the legend. He is Swaz Lynch. Give it up for Liam, the game.
Awesome. Glad to be here on another podcast. Sorry, you might be hearing some traffic underneath me, but whatever.
Yeah, my setup's not as the best to Liam because I'm literally right next to a bridge. I'm not saying that theoretically. I'm literally right next to a bridge where there's a tram going, and literally there's cars as well. So
that's actually what I'm like as well. But yeah, good to be back. Another podcast, another day, another getting some content done. Get into it.
Another day, another dollar, my friend. But sir, how are you? How have you been?
Not too bad. We've kind of slipped into a bit of a rut. Obviously, we've not done some content, and I'm excited to be back doing some content. How are you, Ty?
You know what, man? These are, as you can imagine, not the best of times, but I guess you just gotta feel optimistic, my friend. You just gotta try and have an open mind. You just gotta, especially with content creating, and also kind of. Yeah, and you are right, man. We've done like 2 channel updates, like, oh, we're back. Yeah, guys, we are trying. It's just that with me personally, guys, I've kind of changed locations recently, so it's kind of just hassling. Moving around is not an easy process, so it's just adapting to kind of a new environment and a new situation, and also getting my setup. I've got my posters and everything, and I've got a new member of my gang.
Yeah, you got your Pikachu.
Pikachu. We do not condone Pokemon cruelty on this channel and podcast. We promise. Promise. But yes, sir, optimistic times. I'm here chugging on, trying to get out as much content as I can, and just like I said, keep an open mind, my friend.
Definitely.
Done anything interesting today? Fun?
Not at all. I've still been to uni today, done the lectures and boxing. Nothing noteworthy really. Just a general vibing day. How about you?
Well, little as I was saying to you early, Liam, I'm kind of in lockdown, so yeah, not much, man. I mean, I got up and I had a biscuit. Does that count as interesting?
Solid biscuits. What you need.
There were B&M biscuits. Because I was my dad got them for me, and I was very conscious at first. I was thinking, B&M. Then I tried them. I was thinking, you know what? I judged them too quickly. These are very nice biscuits. Quite nice.
Right, Ty. As good as this conversation about B&M biscuits is, we are kind of getting a little bit off topic. So should we?
You're very true. There is a separate podcast where we discuss only B&M biscuits. Link in the description below.
I'm down with that. I'd be down with a podcast just B&M biscuits. Right, I like B&M. I like biscuits.
Ty and Liam's biscuit hour.
Oh, yeah, that sounds pretty good. But yeah, let's actually start off with a topic. What are you thinking we should start with?
Well, sir, I mean, it has been, damn, man. It's been like a busy kind of period, or just like in general for Marvel, Marvel have just keep on busting out, like literally.
Yeah, to be fair. Although I think Marvel really needed it after the success of DC fandom. Because
That's
Phase
true.
4, that Phase 4 was not heard of. So that now they're rattling off all of this. And it's kind of, I think it is Marvel's retaliation at DC fandom. But yeah, they are moving mad, to be fair, over at Marvel.
Moving bare sus, as the young people will say
As the younger
among
brothers
us.
know.
But yes, my friend, they just been firing back at DC. It's just like that. I can see Kevin Feige just panicking, just like, okay, let's not panic. We still got some trump cards. Let's play them. Let's go.
Yeah.
But as me and you were just about to record this podcast, as at this date in time, another thing that kind of popped up on my feed that I saw, coincidentally, is that another topic to start off with is that actor Benedict Cumberbatch, as you know, plays Doctor Strange in the MCU, has been cast for Spider-Man 3, Tom Holland's third go in Spider-Man. Now, Liam, what do you take from this?
Well, I definitely think post-Endgame, I definitely think they're going down this whole multiversal thing. Because obviously you've got WandaVision that will be out before Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness. So I definitely think they're going to be going down the more multiversal kind of route, linking that to Jamie Foxx's Electro making a return in Spider-Man 3. I definitely think there's opportunities for them to explore a kind of multiversal aspect, especially because in Far From Home, even if Quentin Beck was lying about what Earth he's from, the fact that he knew of multiple Earths suggests there is a chance for a possible multiverse, which we could explore in Spider-Man 3 with Benedict Cumberbatch, which I think could be really interesting.
I mean, hey, at the end of Spider-Man, Far From Home, spoiler alert, but guys, it's been out a year and a half now, so you haven't seen it. It's kind of your fault, really. But J. Jonah Jameson, kind of Mr. J.K. Simmons did return as his role.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire, you hit Marvel up sometime and make it happen.
So like Sony have just been literally little by little just been nitpicking at kind of how they can kind of merge the kind of multiverse, and Liam, they're gonna give us Spider-Verse, man.
Mate, if they do it, that will make more money than Endgame. I am telling you now. If they could get the Sam Raimi fans, the few fans of the Amazing Spider-Man, I mean, there's a few Amazing Spider-Man fans. I quite enjoyed the films. But if you could combine both of those with the MCU fans, yeah, I think that would make more money than Endgame.
It's funny that you said the Amazing Spider-Man, Liam. The other day, I was passing through CX and I saw the Amazing Spider-Man, and no particular reason. I just saw it on the shelf and I took it up. It was £1. I bought it. Then I watched it, and if you look at the Amazing Spider-Man from a filmmaker standpoint of view, and also just a lover of Spider-Man and just a lover of superhero movies, the Amazing Spider-Man is actually a pretty decent film.
The first Amazing Spider-Man is actually a pretty good film, personally. Obviously, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 could have also been a really good movie, but they just kind of they made the same mistake as Spider-Man 3. I think they made the same mistake as Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3. They tried to cram too much into the film. In The Amazing Spider-Man 2, you had Peter's parents' background as spies. You had Electro. You had Harry Osborn, who we hadn't even seen before. But it did beg the question. In the first movie, you saw Peter looking up Oscorp as if he didn't know what it was. Then all of a sudden in the next movie, he's been lifelong friends with the heir of the Osborn Corporation.
Exactly.
But The Amazing Spider-Man 2 it struggled to balance everything that it had. And I mean, it could have been a really good film. If it maybe if it was split into two parts, you had so much going on there.
Definitely. But another thing, like, you're 100% right about The Amazing Spider-Man 2, Liam. I can completely agree with you. But what is just, it's just Andrew Garfield. I feel him as an actor, you can see, like, you can see his arc. You see kind of, you can see the bloke was doing his best with that role. And you can
definitely. With what he'd been given, he did the best. Andrew Garfield is such a good actor. He's brilliant. He is fantastic. Go watch him in anything. He had a minor role in an episode of Doctor Who in like series 3, and he was amazing in that.
Yeah.
And
what was it? Frank in the Daleks.
Yeah, Frank in the Dalek episode. Daleks Take Manhattan.
That was
like he gives his all for like every performance, and you can tell it's just writing that was a bit of a letdown, unfortunately.
Imagine that Spider-Man was going up against the Daleks. You can't write this stuff.
Can't write this stuff. You can if you're a Doctor Who fanfic writer, or if you're a Doctor Who writer, Chris Chibnall, impregnating the 13th Doctor. But we won't talk about that. We'll save that for another episode.
It's funny that you are kind of swaying over to kind of Doctor Who, because we are going to talk a little bit about Doctor Who. Kind of, I mean, we could talk about it now, or is there kind of, should we wrap up a little bit about Spider-Man? Or
yeah, let's wrap up Spider-Man before we take away off.
What I will say, and I will kind of wrap up with Ben Cumberbatch kind of betrayal in this, and also what I will say about Andrew Garfield's kind of Spider-Man, you know what, it's just kind of little things here and there you just didn't really notice about. No one, they kind of, you know, I guess the director didn't kind of utilize more, but you know, certain scenes in, like, you know, Amazing Spider-Man 2 and the Amazing Spider-Man 2, literally just like Andrew Garfield just tinkering with kind of like tech and stuff, like, you know, literally doing kind of weird experiments in his garage. Like, that is Peter Parker. That is Spider-Man. You know,
we need to see more of that. We do need to see some more of that, definitely.
We need to see more Tom Holland.
Tom Holland, you had it a bit when he was messing with the web fluid, but maybe going up against Electro,
literally
there could be
the
a
first
nice little
kind of
callback
scene, the first ever scene we ever saw of him back in 2016 in Civil War. This kid rocking up with a bloody kind of computer that he's fucking got from a garbage dump. You know, yes, that's Spider-Man. That's what we want to see. That's who he is. That's kind of the essence of him. Literally, he is the little guy, the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. That's, you know, looking out for the little guy, you know, but, you know, all the little guys tends to step on, and then
exactly.
Tom Holland Spider-Man is just like, oh, well, let me clean up this mess, shall I? Yeah. Funny enough. But yeah, Ben Cumberbatch in kind of Spider-Man 3, I feel will be good. I can potentially see Doctor Strange becoming a like new mentor for Peter, because obviously Tony passing away, and they had a little interactions in Infinity War, particularly if you notice. So potentially that. But what do you think, Liam?
I don't know. I don't know if he will be a mentor per se, but I definitely think he'll be someone that Peter obviously looks up to. I'm just kind of interested to see why he's even going to be there in the first place. Maybe it is to do with Jamie Foxx's Electro, and they throw in a like a little Easter egg, like, oh, this villain travelled from don't say the Amazing Spider-Man universe, but be like, oh, it's a different world, you know. Maybe Jamie Foxx comes to this in his Amazing Spider-Man 2 Electro suit, just to like kind of hammer home the kind of multiversal. I think that would be really cool if he turned up in like his original, like what he was in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, and then he got a different suit. I think that would be a really nice Easter egg, a nice little reference to fans. But I'm definitely interested to see what Doctor Strange is just doing in a Spider-Man film.
I mean, on one take, we've also been told that Sam Raimi could direct Multiverse of Madness, and if I see one dancing guy bring some pizza boxes and say, pizza time, well then, we Marvel and Raimi fans will be in for a beautiful treat. Definitely. And but also knowing Marvel, Liam, we gotta be honest. If Ben Cumberbatch is going to be in there, we'll probably just get, knowing Marvel, post credit.
Yeah, post credit cameo if we know Marvel.
No, them just like yeah. Okay, but we moving on. So to Doctor Who. Now, Liam, prior to our kind of recording of this video, you were mentioning a little bit about a leaked kind of thing that you told me about Doctor Who, and I found it quite bizarre. But can you just reiterate it again to me, just so I can fully understand what you were saying?
So either it's a meme that's blown up massively, or it's a genuine leak that's got fans concerned. But there was a thing talking about the next special, which is it's the something of the Daleks. It's going to be a Dalek-centric episode. And either it's a meme that's blown up and I've took it wrong, or it's a genuine leak. Someone said that the Emperor Dalek gets the 13th Doctor pregnant, and that ends up being Davros, which I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. What do you think about that time? It's either a meme that's just been taken so out because it's everywhere. It's everywhere at the moment, or it's just
You can't tell, viewers at home. I am massaging my brain right now because I need to process. Okay, so Davros is the creator of the Daleks, the Emperor of the Daleks. First things first, how's Jodie Whittaker and Emperor of the Daleks? How are they doing their thing? That's my first question.
You know what? Who knows?
Who knows? Oh my God.
Exactly.
Chris Chibnall, you have literally just, I don't know this dude. I don't know his writing process. I don't know. This guy literally just gets a fish bowl. If this is what the route they're going on, it's just like, this franchise has just, I don't think any franchise is lost. I mean, but looking at this franchise,
I don't know.
It's kind of pretty lost. It's
another level at this point.
Don't get me wrong. If they're bringing back the whole Christmas special conspect, then yes. But how could you do that? How could you take away such a family Christmas tradition? Literally from 2005 to bloody 2018, every single Christmas day. You know what? You go, have your Brussels sprouts, have your carrots, have your turkey, have your gravy. Then you sit in the bloody telly for bloody Doctor Who, the Christmas special, and then you go put in New Year's. What? Huh? No. It's a no from me. It's a no from me. But yeah, but the Daleks at Christmas, you know what? Why not? Don't see why not. I mean, there's been times where the Daleks have been at the first episode. You know, fans did complain about that. It's just like, wait, the Daleks in the first episode? What? This is weird to me. It's just like, why is that weird? It's just something different, I guess. But yeah, but Doctor Who's direction has been very up and down.
Questionable.
Yes. I of course love this franchise. You know, I love
Doctor Who deeply, but the thought of the Doctor basically being a god now instead of just a normal Time Lord, but now the Doctor's the timeless child, and that basically makes her a god. It just doesn't work. I don't think.
It's this, you're just trying to kind of see Chibnall's process of it, and you know what? Stephen Moffat, you're not looking too bad right now. I've said some questionable things about Moffat in the past. You know, he's done some good things. You know, in my personal taste, he's done some not so good things. But yeah, in comparison to Chibnall, yeah, Moffat, you take the bloody cake, man.
Yeah, you're looking good right now.
You're
You know what?
looking
We
good
just
right
need Russell
now.
T Davies back.
Oh yes, what a grand time. Oh, what a grand time. Oh, they know what they say, folks, ladies and gentlemen at home. There is no doctor that can top Tennant. Facts.
True.
Matt Smith, I didn't give you a chance at first because I was still hurt over David Tennant, but I tried. I appreciate what you did. With the writing you received, you did the best you could. So I can always appreciate you for that. Peter Capaldi, I'm sorry. I'll always say this. They took the fucking piss with you, man.
True.
How the fuck are they giving you one season where it's just fucking Jenna Coleman's Cara and Danny Pink show, and literally, the Doctor is a freaking cameo character. I mean, pretty much. And then you give this guy a 2-year break. All we see of him is two Christmas specials, which were quite, mundane. They weren't memorable of the sort. And then you get the season where he gets back, his last season, which was okay, but I felt until to the end, I was just like, who is this Doctor? Who are you? Why? What do you bring? What do you... Yeah.
All right.
I mean, we got the Sonic glasses, the Sonic cane, and oh my God, did you see that Sonic screwdriver he had?
Yes.
That bloody fantastic Sonic screwdriver he had. We got that screwdriver for a season.
Let's not talk about Doctor Who.
Should we move on before we get upset?
Yes.
Now.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. But yes, it has been a very prominent... Marvel has been doing... They've been, like I said, they've been firing guns. And another topic is a Marvel topic. And Kang the Conqueror has been cast in Ant-Man 3. And I believe the actor... Oh, God, Jonathan something. I'm going to check my phone right now because it's going to annoy me. It is... Oh... Give me a second. Is Jonathan... Oh, who's this dude? Who is this dude? Liam, Jonathan?
I don't know.
It's gonna annoy me. It's gonna annoy me, folks. Okay, I'm just...
Jonathan Krasinski?
Do you mean John Krasinski? Ain't that Jim from The Office? Jonathan Majors. Okay, that was his name.
It might be.
No, that was his name.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
So, Kang the Conqueror. I know a fair few of Kang the Conqueror, Liam. Do you have any knowledge of him?
Not really, other than in the 90s, he made Tony Stark a bad guy, and the younger version of Tony Stark had to fight him and kill him, and then the younger version of Tony Stark became the actual version of Tony Stark. This was the 90s. This was 90s comics.
Okay. Oh, so your knowledge is of the comics. I think your knowledge is more kind of intangible, shall we say, in my kind of knowledge. Because my knowledge is, to fans of Avengers, I watched the Disney XD cartoon Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes back in the day. And yeah, quite a great one. And they had a particular storyline with Kang the Conqueror where, I don't know, from what I can remember, Captain America did something in the past that kind of affected Kang the Conqueror's future. So Kang the Conqueror had to come back and to kind of just, take it down with the Avengers. But it's very confused. I'm not sure what Marvel Studios are kind of direction or doing in this kind of piece because it's in the third Ant-Man. I'm just like, huh? You see what I'm saying, Liam?
sure they'll figure it out.
Because here's the thing, Kang Conqueror, he's no
I have
joke.
faith in Marvel.
I too have faith in Marvel as well, but it's just, I hope, because in Black Widow, Taskmaster has been casted, and Taskmaster is the villain, but Taskmaster's no joke, man. He's not, man, he's one of the most, God, this guy's gone up against the Avengers, man. This guy's hunted down the Avengers. He's no joke. Also with Kang the Conqueror as well, he's no joke as well. So it's just like, you know, I want to see more of them, but I just don't want them to be in the MCU's backlog kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly what you mean. I don't want them to be D-list villains, so to speak.
Yeah, just like oh yeah, you were there, but like we won't see you no more. Bye. Like, i.e. Ultron. Oh man, I'm always gutted what they did with Ultron. You know, yeah, he was portrayed well. I believe the actor was James Spader. He did him banging, but you know,
yeah, James Spader, he did the best he could with what he could. He did the best he can with what he could with what was given.
100%. But also in that sense, is just, yeah, I think many MCU fans, I really want to see more. I really wanted to see more of Ultron. I felt Ultron, you know, he was a big part of kind of the Avengers storyline, and just to kind of have him win one movie. I hope if they're doing this whole multiverse thing, like we were discussing, Liam, you know, I hope they kind of, yeah, I hope we can get him back. Maybe I'm feeling hopeful, man.
Definitely.
But yeah, Kang the Conqueror for Ant-Man and Ant-Man 3. We don't know if it's Ant-Man and the Wasp and Kang the Conqueror. I don't know. But, you know, I trust Marvel. I feel they know what they're doing. How Kang the Conqueror would tie in with Ant-Man's story.
Oh, I'm sure they know what they're doing.
Because, yeah, and you have to remember, Ant-Man's daughter, she's much more older. Would she have a more predominant role in this, or kind of would she just kind of be another secondary character that was just there?
I think she should have a more dominant role, given that we kind of skipped her growing up and just went right part where she was older.
I think Scott Lang's Ant-Man is the kind of perfect, because they have discussed the possible young Avengers. I think Scott Lang will be the perfect kind of, because who we got? We already got Spider-Man. We got Scott Lang's daughter. We got, if they want to use the kid from Iron Man 3, forgot his name. Do you know what I'm on about?
Hartley. Is it Hartley? It's either Hartley or it's Harley. It's one of those two.
Yeah, he's Iron Lad. If they want to use him, is there any other? Oh well, they're bringing Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel.
Yes, yeah.
And yeah, that's another MCU news that I completely forgot. Yeah, she has been casted by an actress. I don't know.
Yeah. She-Hulk's also been cast as well.
Marvel, man, you've just said
she's been cast.
They just gave the middle finger to DC after whole DC fandom.
But they needed. It was needed. They needed to. They needed to come back hard, because DC fandom went in hard.
Yeah. Okay. So I believe Iman Vellani is the name for Kamala Khan, who has been casting. She's a very fresh actress. No one knows. I don't think she's ever been in a title role before. But the She-Hulk actress, she had featured in Orphan Black. The name, I do not know. I will find that out. And we have Tatiana Maslany. There we go. From Orphan Black. So any Orphan Black fans, yeah, she shall be in there. So yeah, and they seem pretty young characters. I mean, if that's the kind of Marvel's route that they're going on, then they can have their young Avengers and, you know, in that kind of sense and in that lead. But there's loads of things that Marvel can do to play with, and the ball's in their court, Liam, mate.
Definitely.
So moving on, I think we've talked briefly about that. Now, we did touch up upon Jamie Foxx's Electro, Liam. Do you wanna? Is there anything more you kind of wanted to elaborate about him?
Not really. I'm just interested to see where they go because I think Jamie Foxx is a pretty good actor. He had kind of similar problem to Andrew Garfield. He just did the best he could do with the source material he was given. Obviously, Electro was kind of like a C character in that film where he was supposed to be the main villain, but unfortunately he fell aside. He fell aside to the romance and the setting up Green Goblin, and yeah. But hopefully, if he's going to play a major part, hopefully they actually keep him that way, and I'm looking forward to it.
Rightfully so, sir.
And with his return, that will mean 5 out of 6 of the Sinister Six will have appeared on the big screen, with only Kraven the Hunter being the only one that's not appeared.
Right. Wow.
We had Doc Ock and Green Goblin in the Raimi and the Amazing Spider-Man movies. Obviously, I had the Vulture and Mysterio, and obviously Electro now in the MCU movies. So that's 5. We're just missing the Kraven the Hunter, the final one.
A lot to play with. I mean, also, if you can count Morpheus, they're doing a movie for him. You know, don't really see the point. I guess okay, but it's like, yeah. I mean, people watch the Venom movie. I didn't mind the Venom movie. You know, the Venom. I know Venom does get it kind of mixed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feelings.
I'm interested to see what they do with Morbius.
Indeed.
Because I assume you watched the Spider-Man cartoon where Morbius couldn't actually be a vampire; he had to suck blood out of his hands. Because sucking blood using his teeth would have been too violent. So he had to have teeth on his hands. So hopefully they don't go down that route.
You gotta love the old kind of cartoons, Alien.
Definitely.
You got it, man. Now, swiftly moving on, and oh god, another Marvel thing, man. This is just a bit of Marvel bloody stream with a hint of Doctor Who. Hasn't it, Liam?
Pretty much.
It has been but on to WandaVision. Their trailer did come out, I think it was a week and a half ago. And yeah, I take it you've seen it, Liam.
Yes, I'm very interested to see where it goes, to be honest.
Yeah, it is so it's kind of keep me more hopeful, because they said, oh, Marvel's gonna go down the sitcom route, and now that we've actually seen the trailer, it's just like, oh, okay, it's not necessarily how it was. Well, it's not necessarily how it looks first.
The only thing that's annoyed me about WandaVision is that Falcon and the Winter Soldier has been hyped up to be like the first one to come out, and now WandaVision is coming out before Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And Falcon and the Winter Soldier was the one I was looking forward to the most. But I'm excited to see what they do with it. I did laugh at the scene in the car park where this woman screamed at Vision. She was like, "Am I dead?" He was like, "No, why would you be?" And he was like, "Cause you are." That made me laugh.
That's yeah.
But I'm interested to see where they go with it.
But it's just kind of like seeing it from a film's a filmmaker's perspective, kind of how it would kind of start and go into it. Like, firstly, how does Wanda get involved in this whole situation? Because where we last saw her character in this universe was obviously at the end of Endgame, where that kind of scene with Hawkeye, and well, we don't know where she gone or where she went. It's just like,
maybe maybe it starts with something like, obviously she uses her powers to create a fake reality to bring back Vision, because obviously Vision's dead, the Mind Stone's destroyed. Well, actually, technically, I suppose the Mind Stone isn't destroyed. It was just put back in its original place. So there could be a time traveling kind of thing where they get the original version of the Mind Stone to put back into Vision's body. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what they do to bring Vision back. I'm very interested to see that.
They've also had talks of potentially having Quicksilver, but not MCU Quicksilver, X-Men's Quicksilver, Evan Peters.
Oh, yes, it's really interesting.
And with obviously Elizabeth Olsen, Scarlet Witch, being casted in Multiverse of Madness, it's like, if Marvel do that, if they give us Evan Peters, then it's just like, oh, we're getting
then it's GG, like fair play.
The X-Men are literally not. Imagine if we got Magneto. Father.
That would be mad.
Father.
Although I don't think Magneto would ever work in the MCU, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because, well, Iron Man's dead now, but you know he's got a whole body of magnetism. Captain America's shield could be easily deflected because it's made of metal. You know, and even if like someone like Hulk who's got no metal, it could be like, what, you're gonna beat up a Holocaust survivor?
Yeah.
I just don't think Magneto could really work. I don't really think Magneto could work. But I'd be interested to see if they did it.
I mean, like I said, the balls in Marvel's court, they kind of have all their cards. It's just kind of like utilizing him well and kind of fitting with the story. I mean, like the Fantastic Four.
They play it right with what they're going with. If they play it right with what they're going with, they have the potential to make unlimited money. You can get the Raimi fans interested in the new movies, you know, Spider-Man ones. You can get the X-Men fans interested, you know, possibly bringing Evan Peters into it and other X-Men, you know. I believe Hugh Jackman always said he'd come back to do Wolverine one last time if there was an X-Men Avengers crossover. So if they did something like that,
that would be amazing.
They have the potential to make such money, like an unlimited amount of money.
But honestly, I just can't wait till we have. I mean, I know there will never be that kind of moment at the end of Endgame where the kind of portals open and then everyone came out. I mean, there's no way in hell, probably they could recreate that moment. Maybe. But if we get something kind of similar to that, where we get, you know, the Avengers, the Guardians of the Galaxy, the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, for crying out loud, you know, Deadpool, hey, why not? You're there as well.
Why not?
If we get that, then this is going to be very good. This is going to be very good. And
Marvel do have the opportunity to make so much money, and technically it's more on Disney because obviously Disney's owned by Marvel and Disney owned Fox. Disney owned pretty much every property, so if they just did something to get them all in, Disney could just rake in the cash.
Hey, that's Disney just do an Ewok series on Disney Plus. That'll make money.
Disney could do anything and it would make money.
The except
for Mulan, that won't make them money.
Yeah, Mulan. Yeah, they had an L with that. Disney.
Yeah, that was one hell of an L. Didn't even make a fifth. of their movie. Movie budget was like 180 million or something, and they made like 30 million back.
Yeah, it's just like, remember that scene in Family Guy where the pigeon talks, where the seagull talks to the other seagull? It was just like, what was that?
Just like,
What was that?
yeah.
Like, you're trying to be
Yeah.
clever? Trying to be clever? That wasn't good, was it? Like, no, it wasn't very good. No, not very good. Not very good.
$150 million loss. Oh,
And they're expecting Disney Plus, subscriptioners to pay extra. Bitch.
to pay extra, like, no, we'll just wait for the cinema.
And out of curiosity, Liam, with like obviously they have like the Fantastic Four, and Fantastic Four fans, the last kind of installment we had of Fantastic Four was
wasn't too well received.
Yeah. It's like one of those things we just don't mention, like Green Lantern, like we just don't mention it. It's there, but yeah, Liam.
Yeah.
But my question to you, sir, is like, how would you do you have any theories on kind of how they would kind of involve the Fantastic Four in the MCU, like how they kind of set them up? Do you have any theories?
I definitely think now Tony Stark's dead, obviously they're going to need a possible surrogate for world's smartest man, in quotation marks. Obviously, Hank Pym, genius, but he's getting there now. He's near death's door. He's old. And obviously, we got Bruce Banner, but now maybe it'll be a time to introduce someone like Reed Richards, even if it was a casual. So say if Mark Ruffalo's Hulk cameoed in a movie, and he just threw in an Easter egg, like, oh, I worked with this guy named Reed Richards on. Say if he made some Spider-Man, say if he made like new web shooters for Spider-Man, it's like, oh, this guy named. It's like an Easter. And then they could really build it up from there. They definitely need to at least name Fantastic Four.
I hear you, that man. But
I definitely think that could be a good way to introduce them.
Absolutely. Like, there's definitely so much things they can play with the Fantastic Four. It's not kind of like the X-Men where they could just like shove the X-Men in, because like, it's like the X-Men is a whole universe, man. It's just no way have these guys have just kind of like just been under the nose of like Shield and just kind of and like obviously a bloody Thanos and kind of like the snap was just kind of like,
because obviously Inhumans tried that and it just didn't work. Inhumans tried to like be like, oh yeah, we've been here the whole time, and it was cancelled after one season.
It didn't even like have like 10 episodes. It was
7.
Damn, it was just like, damn. I got to episode 2 halfway through, and I was just like, damn. Boom. It sounds like the TARDIS chime.
It is. I live right next to the clock tower. That's why this place is so cheap.
Damn. I mean, I guess when to wake up for your lecture, huh, Liam?
Yeah, definitely wakes me up for my lectures.
Oh, awesome. But there was some back on the kind of topic of Fantastic Four, there was some top fan fiction I saw, and I guess in a way, this could really work, and this could also tie in with kind of Avengers Endgame, and also kind of the kind of main kind of focus, which was kind of, well, not necessarily focus, but it was a big part of it, the quantum realm. So
yeah, definitely the quantum realm could be a big game changer, really.
Did you hear this? Because like, did you see this fan fiction? Because like, it was, I mean, a theory. I think I saw it online, or I saw it, I can't remember where I saw it, but it was just like, damn, this could really work. So basically what it was in the 1960s, Reed Richards and Hank Pym were very close colleagues. They were very close friends. And I think Reed Richards had kind of introduced the whole concept of the quantum realm to Hank Pym. And going into the quantum realm, I feel maybe him and the other Fantastic Four, that's how they kind of received their powers. They kind of, or they,
Yeah.
yeah, that's how they kind of set up. And then they meet, I think, Doctor Doom, and where the kind of Fantastic Four have been for where they've been for so long. It's just that they were there, but like they were in the quantum realm. They were just kind of looking for, you know, Doctor Doom, or I don't know, Galactus, or I don't know, the Mole Man, for crying out loud. But if they that just a little hint for the writers. I mean, that could work. It would make sense, and
Yeah, that could definitely work.
it will definitely tie in the series, and it will establish them. And if they come out eventually here in like 2020, 2020, or whenever the bloody movie will be released, it will just be like, wait, it will make sense because like the time works differently down in the quantum realm. So for them, they could be gone for like, I don't know, a few months, but for them, for us,
Yeah.
it's like 60, 50, 70 odd years had passed. So, and
Yeah,
you know how the
could be
MCU like to
interesting.
tie in their stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely. But, Liam, I feel we've had a good sesh, a good,
Yes, it's been a nice little chat.
nice little chat. You know, we've talked about. We literally covered everything on the list. You know,
Pretty much.
is there anything burning you want to talk about, or
Not really. We've chatted for an hour and we have pretty much covered everything.
we've passed the hour mark? We like doing that here. You know, give the people some banging hour content. Hey, we've got to do that.
But yeah, no, I don't, I don't really think there's anything burning left to talk about, really. Unless you could think of anything, Ty.
The Human Torch, that's burning.
I mean, yeah.
Up top, anyone?
Hey.
I mean, yeah, that's all I got left. But that, I think me and Liam are gonna probably end it there, folks. And
Yeah.
we've it's been a nice little here. We had a fun time here. This is the Way FM. You know, it's a nice little sidecast meet from me and your boy Liam. But yeah, Liam, why not? You know what we do at the end of these podcasts. Plug anything, man.
There's not much to plug, really. Obviously, my Instagram's just Liam Robert Taylor. I do have a gaming thing called LRTgaming, which is obviously a gaming channel. I have not been on it the most, but I've just started again at university. So once I've like got a ritual, and once I'm like, okay, doing these lectures here, so I can fit gaming and recording here, I'll definitely get back on it. Obviously, I've got previous content on LRTgaming, which is just on YouTube. But yeah, once I've figured out my uni flow, I'm sure I'll be back on the grind with some new games and a new Xbox coming out. So very looking forward to that.
Make sure, people, you follow Liam all over there. And of course, me, I am your boy, i.tye. Yeah, we surpassed 130 subscribers.
Woo!
Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, we did recently have a channel update. You know, things are changing, but yeah, so yeah, YouTube, i.tye, Instagram is i._tie. And joining Liam, there's also another streamer on This Is The Way FM. Your boy Ty has got a Twitch channel. So yeah, every Wednesday.
Is he now?
I do indeed. I
Tell me
followed you.
this. Oh, I thought that was just like a personal one. I didn't know you were going to start doing some, some things. That was just like a personal one.
So I am planning to kind of do a weekly stream. Every Wednesday. I'm hoping. I'll do my very best. But yeah, and also my Twitter.
Just followed you.
Oh, I should probably get a notification on my email because I haven't got the app on my phone. So yeah, cheers, buddy. Thanks for that. Or means a lot. But yeah, that's all my socials, and of course all the other people, Alex, Trent, and make sure you go follow them in the description. And yes, of course, this is the Way FM's Twitter, Instagram are all in the link in the description. Or in the description below. I can't speak, Liam, man. But yeah,
No worries.
Liam, it's been grand. It's always been a pleasure, my good sir.
It's been nice being here.
Yeah, it's been nice. Let's just say that. But but Liam, you know what we always do.
This is the way.
This is the way.